What is up, everybody? It is Mighty Man WBA here, back again with the Draft Wars series alongside Nathan.
Yo, yo, yo!
And we are back with the final episode before Survivor Series. It is, of course, SmackDown, booked by myself. We're going to jump straight into the show. I've clicked on the wrong screen there. And what we have here is we're getting the show kicked off by Becky Lynch. She says the reason that she didn't turn up on Raw to beat up the fake champion Ronda Rousey was because she was told that if she appeared on Raw, then that match would be cancelled, and she wants to prove to the world on the biggest stage possible that she can beat Ronda, and so she stayed away so that the match would be on for Survivor Series, and that you will see that brawl there. Little kick-off segment, got a 55C minus, not the best, but Becky's quite underrated on this mod, is my excuse.
Ronda's going to break her jaw.
If you say so. Next up, our opening contest, we have Rey Mysterio versus Aiden English, and Mysterio defeats English in just under 6 minutes with the 619. Not the best match, but English is not the best wrestler, and Mysterio is getting quite old. So 37 from English, 67 from Mysterio, not too bad. Just to sort of boost to Mysterio's morale before that 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. Anything to add?
Not really, no.
No improvements, but quite low from English, I think. I'd have thought he'd do a bit better, but he's very low momentum, I think.
Probably, yeah.
Work on building him back up.
He's been focused on helping Rusev.
Yeah. So after that match, we have Mysterio celebrating in the ring when suddenly a mask appears on the Titantron, and the mask slowly lifts to reveal just a skull, just sat there on the Titantron, being all spooky. Halloween was 3 weeks ago, but whoever has done this doesn't care.
You creepy bastard.
Yeah, 66
You decapitated a man.
Not bad. Next up, in a really, really good match, probably match of the year candidate, Sanity, which is
Sanity
Alexander
2.
Wolf and Killian Dane, who for some reason hasn't got a picture set. Should have fixed that before, but fixed that after the match. Defeat two local workers in just over 4 minutes when Wolf pins one of them with a Shining Enziguri, or Enzuraguri, as this mod has called it.
Enzo Moriguri.
Not the greatest ratings, with the local talent actually getting better in-ring performances than the members of Sanity.
And one of them was off his game.
Yeah, but
your tag division sucks ass.
You know what? I might sign them. Although, to be fair, my tag team division's not bad. That's why I had to put Sanity against local talent, because I didn't want to put them against any of my really good tag teams.
A big win for Sanity too.
Yeah, big win for Sanity against these very impressive local talents that may or may not find their way to NXT. Next up, Eric Young was on comms for that match as well. And he appears from commentary after that match to cut a promo saying that maybe Paige and Shane McMahon think they're running the place, but really it's time for Sanity to show what they're made of, which apparently isn't much. Next up, though, we have a women's match where it is Bayley versus Carmela, and the match lasts just 6 minutes before it descends into chaos after those conniving little rats, Mickie James and Alexa Bliss, from Raw, get involved.
Women rats, Mike.
Yes, I can. I just did.
It's 2018.
Fight me.
You call them slags or whores?
Not cutting that.
I take that back.
No take backs.
That's fine. Alexa's concussed. You won't remember us saying
anyway,
that.
Yeah. Bayley and Carmella goes to a draw. Mickie James and Alexa get involved. After that, though, Sasha and Ember are at ringside keeping sort of guard, but when Asuka and Charlotte come down to make the save, Dakota obviously being at ringside, being the tag team partner of Bayley, when Asuka and Charlotte make their way down to the ring to fight them off, they just step aside, Sasha and Ember. They step aside, let Asuka and Charlotte through. Sasha and Ember leaving through the crowd, while Asuka and Charlotte save Bayley and Dakota and beat down on Alexa and Mickey. Carmela got away because it's Carmela and she's sneaky.
Alexa Bliss's performance was fantastic.
Yeah, it was
just
alright.
going to put that out there.
Well, she's very good at getting beaten up by Charlotte and Asuka, which will be what happens on Sunday at Survivor Series. Turned that one on you, didn't I? Right.
Yeah.
Next up, in a decent match, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Bobby Lashley in 12.5 minutes with a Kinshasa to make defence number 3 of his United States title. Lashley very off his game, getting an appalling 51, but Nakamura getting a very good 86, dragging the rating up to a 79B. No worker improvements, unfortunately, but a very good performance from Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah. An old Japanese man beats an old bald American man with no eyebrows.
And a very, very impressive, whatever that's called, headband.
Headband.
I forgot the word head.
Fucking hell.
After that, Nakamura grabs the mic, and despite no speaky English, he says he's going to kick Rollins' head off at Survivor Series. Very good promo. He
says it in Japanese.
Yeah, and we have translators, so that's how we know. Subtitles.
Yeah. Asuka was backstage.
Yeah. 78B, good rating for Nakamura. After that, in what I believe is the semi-main of the night, booked this so long ago I've completely forgotten from 30 seconds ago.
It was like 15 minutes.
In a decent match, Jeff Hardy and Johnny Gargano defeat Chad Gable and Samoa Joe in 9.5 minutes when Gargano makes Gable tap to the Gargano escape after Samoa Joe refused to tag in, leaving Chad Gable on his own. But Joe did carry the match in terms of in-ring performance while he was there, getting a 77, Jeff a 65, Gable 62, and Gargano a 57. So just getting across that Samoa Joe really doesn't play well with others, but he will have to at Survivor Series. Have we actually said what the Survivor Series stakes are yet? I don't think we have.
No.
Shall we save that for when the actual match happens? We'll save it for when the match happens. Because then they have to tune into Survivor Series.
Yeah.
72B minus, not the worst rating, not the best.
I don't know why you care about the stakes, because you're not going to get them anyways. But all good to me. My team are going to have some lovely steaks. Nice, freshly cut steak.
It's alright, my team prefers gammon anyway.
You
know what, they're probably all vegan.
Says the guy with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, probably all vegan. Anyway, after the match, Joe, he had left. He was stood at the top of the ramp. He runs back down to try and get a little bit of a beat down on Gable, Hardy and Gargano. But Mysterio runs down, makes the save, because there's one man that Samoa Joe is scared of on the SmackDown roster. He's 5'6" and wears a shitty mask.
Aye.
And has dodgy knees.
It's a slightly shitty mask.
Gargano performed poorly in that segment, unfortunately, but a 67C+ isn't horrific. And in the main event, we have AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, and The New Day, which is Kofi and Xavier Woods, versus Randy Orton, The Miz, and The Bar. And in about that had great wrestling and good heat, which is something you wouldn't see on Monday Night Raw.
This literally was worse than my main event.
Shut up. Randy Orton, The Miz, and The Bar defeated Styles, Bryan, and The New Day when Orton defeats Xavier Woods by pinfall with the RKO. Unfortunately, Kofi really off his game, and The Miz off his game as well, because apparently I had to have at least 2 people in each match off that game. Woods and Kofi both getting 66s, Bryan and Styles both getting 90s, so very much on the same page as that team. Miz getting a 79, Sheamus an 82, Cesaro an 87, and Orton a 93.
Big boy.
No work improvements again, unfortunately, but a decent little main event, building up a bit of heat. A bit of momentum for Orton going into that title match at Survivor Series. Unfortunate for The New Day that they lose a bit of momentum going into their title match against The Bar.
But it's alright, because that title match will be at Survivor Series, which is on A New Day.
We finish the show with a 78B, which is not too bad at all, increasing our popularity in 26 regions. And to be fair, as long as it increases our popularity, you really can't complain, can you?
Yeah, but you can also point out that it wasn't quite as good as Monday Night Raw.
But it was better than your other Monday Night Raws. So, on average, still
Was
better.
it though?
It was, because your other two Raws got 76 and I got a 78.
Ah, thanks.
Yeah, so really,
Did you use your general manager in that show?
No, because my show is all about the talent and not about Kurt Angle, who is 70.
Says the man with the Jeff Hardy.
At least looks like a 70-year-old condom.
You literally used Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio, whose knees are made out of paper fiberglass.
It's harsh on paper fiberglass.
Is paper fiberglass even a real thing?
I think
It's
so.
like mixed up glass with paper mache.
I really don't think so. Anyway, that is all for that episode of Tuesday Night SmackDown Live, which is not the name of the show, but I remembered the name of the show halfway through. We will see you very soon for Survivor Series if we haven't somehow ruined the company by then. It's going to be an exciting show.
It will.
Very exciting
show. It features the crowning of our Universal Champion, the bragging rights between Raw and SmackDown, Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch, Seth versus Shinsuke, despite having no build for that match on Raw. Let's see what happens very soon in the next
on Raw.
episode.
It's alright. SmackDown will be all the good wrestling and all the storyline hype.
Which is why none of your matches are as good as mine, and neither are the angles. Take it away, boys.
Bye. Say bye.
I already said take it away, boys.
That's not goodbye. Say goodbye.
No.
This doesn't end till you say goodbye.
I don't care. It's your video.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye, or I'm releasing Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose and John Cena.
I've got a very deep main event scene.
And Seth Rollins.
I don't care.
Say goodbye, or Roman Reigns doesn't get his leukemia treatment.
Oh.
And that'll be on you.
He's already had surgery. He'll be fine.
Say goodbye.
He's had his chemotherapy. He's fine. He'll be back in 4 months.
Say goodbye.
No.
Say goodbye.
You can't make me do shit.
Oh, hey lads. Goodbye.